Hello everyone and welcome back to our little completionist journey through Final Fantasy. This is JW Vincent and we're returning to grinding. Belloc has been revived and we have quite a bit to accomplish here. We've got to get everyone up to level 8 and then we've got to go to Marsh Cave. Yes, good old Marsh Cave, home of the vampire? Pisco demons. Home of something. Home to something. Piscotomans. I'm pretty sure the last part of their name is demons, but I'm not sure if it's Piso or Pisco or Pisco. I don't know how you pronounce that part. Couldn't guess. Couldn't tell you. Anyway, need to move my mouse. I don't know if it's capturing that. It shouldn't be, but just for clarity. For safety. What was I saying? I don't remember. I'm not good at this, guys. Not. Oh, I remember. I remember what I was doing. I was saying that, and this is a different topic entirely, like I'm not continuing the conversation from last time. I was saying, oh, I really did forget. I don't remember at all. I had something I wanted to talk about and I've lost it. It's gone. Completely gone. Out the window. Out the door, if you will. I don't understand why my monk dies so much. Like, of all the characters in the game, I think the monk would survive longer than the white mage. Provided that the white mage isn't healing. I am getting more than enough gil to pay for these inn visits, by the way. Like, every fight gives me somewhere between 50 and 300 gil. So, like, I could probably grind forever and not run out of money. Which makes sense. Like, it shouldn't be a task to earn enough money to stay at the inn between fights. In fact, I feel like putting a cost on the inn is more like just a noob trap. Like, I think that's in there just to deter people who just started playing the game from overusing the inn. But realistically, at this point in the game, I can just do this. Like, clearing this will give me enough gold gil to stay at the inn. There's no trap here anymore. That dagger, though, 1 damage. Good. Why do you keep missing, Argus? You're my tank. And my damage. You're my tank, my DPS. And, I mean, based on the amount of damage Delvin is putting out, my mage. 225 gil. See? Just like that. I could go back, sleep at the inn, be totally healthy, not be out any gil for it. Because the monsters are paying for it. I'm certain I had something I wanted to say and I've lost it. That's so sad. I've got a lot of RPGs for the PS1. I think the PS1 was just a good console for RPGs, I guess. Got Legend of Legaia. Got all of the Final Fantasies, except 7. I don't have 7. I've got Breath of Fire 3. Actually, I guess that's it. Just the Final Fantasies, Breath of Fire 3, and Legend of Legaia. I thought I had something else, but I think I was thinking of Final Fantasy 9, which I picked up at the same time as Breath of Fire 3. And, oh, I have Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger. Or I have Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, is the way that should have been said. Because Chrono Cross is in with Final Fantasy IV. Because they couldn't give us a port of Final Fantasy III. No, they had to give us Chrono Cross. And I don't have a problem with that, necessarily. I mean, I like Chrono Cross. I've only played it once, and again, I didn't make it very far. I am not good with long RPGs. I'm just not. That's not true. I'm not good with long-modeled RPGs like this. Like, The Final Fantasy series, I've never completed any of those games. But the Elder Scrolls series? Oh, I guess I've only completed Oblivion. I poured a lot of time into Skyrim, and I completed all of the guilds in Skyrim, I think. I just never finished the, main quest line. But the main quest in Skyrim sucks! It's like the worst. It's the worst. Yeah, it's the worst. It's plain and simple the worst. I don't know. I've not even played it to be able to say that it's the worst, really. Like, it could be a fantastic game, and a fantastic story, and I've just never experienced it. But I wasn't drawn in to the whole warring factions thing that they tried to set up. Like, I think as the Dragonborn, and I didn't go for the whole be the Dragonborn, stop the rise of the dragons. Like, I honestly like that fantasy world better if the dragons are just there. And there's no, like, why does there have to be a big, epic lore plot hook that leads up to the dragons being there? Why can't the dragons just have been there? How do dragons go extinct, is my question. That's what I want to know. What is wrong with your fantasy world when all of your dragons go extinct? So, I've never completed the dragon quest in Skyrim. I don't even know the name of the big bad dragon. I don't know the name of the big bad dragon. Is it Alduin? Is Alduin the bad guy or the good guy? I don't remember. But yeah, never did that because I think the dragons are just fine the way they are. Everywhere. Spawning randomly, attacking me and my companions. Not to be confused with the group, the companions. I did finish the Dawnguard questline. I think that should count for something. I finished the Dawnguard questline. It was good. I could revisit Skyrim. I have it all on Steam. I may as well revisit Skyrim. My computer can't handle that. Like, I am fed up with recording things on my computer. I've tried to record 2 or 3 League of Legends matches. It slows my computer down and then doesn't actually capture the game. I tried to record Gex Enter the Gecko on an emulator on my computer, and that was terrible. But I was having issues with my PlayStation at the time and couldn't do it that way, so you know. But I lost 3 or 4 recordings because of that. Never doing that again. I'm just, if my PlayStation starts giving me trouble again, I'm just going to not record until it's back up and running. That time I was kind of on a deadline. I needed to record that weekend. Last weekend, actually. Well, yeah, the weekend before last. If I'm uploading this next week, it would be the weekend before last. Speaking of which, I have some editing to do that I have not accomplished yet. 2 videos of grinding! We're gonna have 2 videos of pure grinding because it takes so long to level up out here. I don't understand it. I feel like I'm not a high enough level to take on Marsh Cave yet, which I might be wrong. But I feel like I'm not. I'd like to have one more... I'd like to be able to cast level 4 or level 3 white magic before I go in there. Speaking of which, when do I get that? Because I don't have it yet. And that's... No, level 4. I need level 4 white magic. I have level 3, right? It's just that Asuna is a level 4 spell. Do I own level 4 black magic, by the way? Or did I skip out on buying that? No, I own it. Ice 2, Haste, and Muddle. Yeah, when do I gain access to these? Is it level 10? Because that's ridiculous. That is a... Not being able to cure poison at as like a level 1 or 2 spell is ridiculous. Dear Square, I have a problem. Who did Square Soft merger with a company called Enix to make Square Enix? I don't know the story behind the name change. I know that they were Square Soft, or they may have just been Square. And then I think they merged with Enix and became Square Enix. Which raises all sorts of questions. What did Enix do before becoming Square Enix? Or is that just a rename? Did they just rename the company? Like, produce one bad egg and be like, oh, we gotta get our name off of that and reproduce everything good under the new name. Which is why we get the Origins and Anthology and Collection. Square and Enix merged 2002. Is that right? Square and Enix announced today, November 26th, in Tokyo, a merger which will see the two companies operate as one starting April 1st, 2003. That doesn't sound right. The PlayStation 2 was out by 2000, right? Oh, this game was released in 2003. Why did these games come out on the PlayStation 1 and not the PlayStation 2? Hang on, am I wrong about the PlayStation 2's release date? I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong about the PlayStation 2's release date or prominence date. Yeah, the PlayStation 2 came out in 2000. Why did this come out 3 years later? I guess this is the remastered edition. What's the, Okay, it was released in 2000 and then remastered in 2003, I guess. Still, that still means that there was a better system out. And they chose to release this on the former system. Does that... I guess I've heard of Square wanting to do something like that before, because unless I'm mistaken, in an interview following Kingdom Hearts 2, Nomura? Is Nomura the guy behind Kingdom Hearts? I feel like I'm right. I feel like Nomura said that, if possible, he would be releasing Kingdom Hearts 3 on the PlayStation 2 hardware, despite the PlayStation 3 being in production at that time. Lo and behold, like 14 years later or something, I don't remember exactly, like, is it... It is something like 14 years later, isn't it? It's been a while, okay? It's been a while since Kingdom Hearts 2 came out. So, X years later, more than a decade later, we're getting it on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, supposedly. Do we have a release date for that yet? I am so not good on, like, video game press releases and junk. Let's see. Kingdom Hearts. Oh, I gotta hit buttons. 3 release date. Is it out? It says I can buy it on Target. Is it already out? Why did no one tell me about this? Also, everything says PS4. Was I wrong? Is it not coming out on the Xbone? No, it does say Xbone. Is Kingdom Hearts 3 the last game? Kingdom Hearts 3 release date to be announced next month, according to WCCF Tech. I don't know what WCCF Tech but they probably know what they're talking about. Alright, so there you have it. We'll have a release date for that game that was supposed to come out some 10 years ago soon. Hashtag soon. I've not even been paying attention. Did we level up at all? I don't think we have. This is such a long grinding process. I should probably just make my way to Marsh Cave, but I don't... Again, I don't feel comfortable Wandering into Marsh Cave unprepared. I'd hate to get in there and then lose half my team and have to wander out and then die. Like, dying would be the worst. It wouldn't be the worst. I mean, I've saved quite a bit, and I'll save before I even start making the trip out there. Alright, did that give him access to level 4 magic? Yes, it did. Okay. So level 8 should see access to level 4 spells for Celia as well. And I think we're only 1 or 2 fights away, so we're going to go ahead and get that done. We're going to go heal after that. And then we'll start making our way out to Marsh Cave. I need a water. I need to clear my nose. I have scratchy throat. The coffee is bubbling up instead of staying down. This is not good recording conditions at all. It's gonna be okay though. We're gonna get through this episode. We're gonna be ready. We're gonna be ready to take on Marsh Cave by the end of it. Hopefully. I don't know. I bet I can Google that. I'm sitting here using my phone to Google all sorts of information, and I'm not Oh, I just realized she's not just teaching today. She's also got a meeting today. So I actually have a little more recording time than I thought I did. That's excellent. Let's see. Recommended level for Marsh Cave. Alright, this guy asks at level 9 on his entire team, which has a red mage, so... He asks if he's ready. What is lit 2? Oh, is lit cure? I mean fire? Is lit fire? Oh, lightning. Lightning 2. L-I-T is lightning. That's... Maybe that's how you abbreviate it in the old games? I don't know. You are level 8. You're level 8. Killer. No, don't cure him. Cure yourself. Alright. Monk is still level 7. Speaking of which, he's black belt in the old games, and this guy does say black belt, so he must be playing. Or is he black belt in the new games? See, I can't keep up with what's going on. Did I level up? I wasn't watching. I'm sorry. I'm reading this thing. No one recommends a level per se, but they say that this guy's good at level 9. On the other hand, this guy is running a red mage with an extra cure spell, and I do not have an extra cure spell. I only have 1 cure. At least until my fighter gets a class improvement. Alright, that should be... Yeah, he's level 8. Alright, so we're gonna head in here. We're gonna Isuna up. Not Isuna. We are not going to waste our 1 level 4 spell in town getting rid of a poison. And we can just walk over here to the store and buy a couple dozen antidotes and potions. They also use the term pure in that, and I assume that that's purify, like cure poison. So we're gonna get... Let's get a nice round 30 antidotes. Let's get 7 more potions. I know, that's too many. I know. Let's get one more cottage. No, let's stick with our 10 tents. 3 cottages, 10 tents, sounds good. I am really, uneasy about this forthcoming dungeon, can't you tell? If nothing else, I can grind in the dungeon, come out, use my cottage, go back in, grind in the dungeon, come out, use my cottage. Oh, I should have bought an extra antidote. Now I'll have an uneven number. It's okay, though. It's okay. I'll get over it. I'll get over it. Well, that's it for this episode, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to join me next time we play Final Fantasy and continue our quest for completion. Bye-bye!